Back again. If y'all can hear what you see, just steal it.
Don't tell me. Turnings for summer.
It's usually summer. Oh. It's like usually the plan is to play this for a bit. I gotta do some shit. I'm doing so much shit right now. What am I doing? Switch off.
That must be the vineyard. A few wasps shouldn't give me too much trouble.
Dumbass wasps.
Give them all you've got, boy.
Finished. Benito. Back to work.
Looks like that was the last of them. I better let Quentin's man know.
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing?
Those wasps won't be interfering with your harvest anymore.
Oh, thank you. Master Quentin would have had my head if I'd lost the crop. I'd say you've earned a reward. Our Gotand Rouge fetches a handsome price among the rich and powerful of the realm. We use that money to keep our comrades fed and imperial wolves from our door. The vineyards were Master Quentin's idea. He wanted to give bearers a place to work, a place where they'd be safe.
Well, he certainly seems to have done that here. I'm glad I could help.
I'll see that he hears of your kindness. And once this vintage is ripe for drinking, there'll be a glass or two raised in your honor.
Alright, Gav, let's go.
Well, 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 someone's in a hurry.
Just following orders.
Funny, I never took you for the type.
Can't all be as obedient as you, Gav.
Eh?
Fine day for a little mischief, wouldn't you say?
Is this all of us?
Actually, Gav won't be coming.
Just the three of us, then.
Drake's Head is the keystone of the Empire. Oriflamme's in chaos, yes, but that doesn't mean we can march an army through her gates. The fewer our numbers, the better our chances of going unnoticed. And should that plan fail, well, we have our icons to fall back on.
Sid, I don't know if I can. Ifrit still seems to come and go as he pleases.
Ordinarily, priming an icon comes naturally to a dominance. But then, you are no ordinary dominance.
Well, he's still got the blessing of the Phoenix, doesn't he?
Not to mention what he sucked out of Garuda. And did I ever tell you about how he was once the greatest shield in Rosaria? You know, I reckon he could probably cause a path out of the capital on his own if need be.
Let's try not to find out.
We're less likely to be spotted if we travel separately. I'll meet you in Northreach in a few days. You two behave now.
Back to Lost Way.
So, we're meeting in Northreach. And will I find Sid and Jill before this dame finds me?
Okay, I got this right. What happens if I go back to the castle? Oh, no. Huh.
No
holding back.
Why would I even mess with you? You'll probably get killed by the NPC. That's how fuckable you are.
Didn't that tower used to be taller?
I reckon they'll be in need of a good mason.
Damn. She already put her life. Seems to be like that. Can I not come this way? Oh, I am going this way.
Mistakes.
It's just, don't touch me.
There. North Reach. soldiers used to speak of a brothel, but that was north of the checkpoint. I hope the dame has friends in the south.
It all smells so delightful.
Give me one of those hams.
Welcome, good... Back off, Branded. Can't you see I'm with a customer?
Fresh fish, pulled from the Sea of Grace this very morning.
Keep your hands to yourself. No one will buy anything that's been soured by a branded's touch.
Reds, whites,
What?
ales,
Fucking hell.
meads, ciders, perries, murrays. The fruit's not getting any fresher.
Do you see anything you like?
Well, she's not just freaking weirdo. Like, always coming for me. Like, I didn't do nothing until you posed. Okay, solid. I feel there's like nothing I ever need that much money for.
Come back again.
Selling. Yeah.
A moment, my lady.
A moment? I doubt you could afford even that much of my time. Branded.
Goddamn.
My mistake.
No, mine. Upon reflection, you don't have the scent of a branded about you. The flowers. Otto always did know how to please me. More than Sid ever did anyway. Do you think you could please me, Clive?
You're the dame.
Let us leave such impersonal titles to my less preferred clientele. You can call me Isabel. Otto assured me I could trust you. I can trust you, can't I?
Bro.
You can trust me, yes, but... why would you?
Help you? Because that's what we do. Long ago, Sid did me a kindness when no one else would. I have never forgotten that. Without it, I would not be where I am today. And so, I make it a point to do the same whenever possible. Which brings us here. To the final obstacle between you and whatever it is you seek in the holy capital. I fear the guards are not likely to let a masterless bearer pass unmolested. Unless...
Unless...
Unless, of course, his master deigned to appear. Yes, that will do nicely. But I shall expect a favor in return.
Wait, what?
You say these are all from Dalmekia?
Are you gonna buy something or not?
Why can't what's her face just act as my thing?
What the hell are you doing?
Tut tut. We cannot have people thinking I tolerate disobedience from my branded.
The men who gave me this are no more my masters than you are. But... it's not as if I can hide it.
From the moment you acquired it, that brand has done naught but take. But today, it is going to give you exactly what you want. Just play along.
I mean, that's true, I guess. Oh, that's true.
Madame,
Just let me in.
back to the veil already.
But of course, we must make ready to welcome you, my dear.
And who might this be?
Why, my new escort. The streets aren't safe for a girl, what with all the royalists about.
Well, don't work him too hard.
Well, that rather depends on you now, doesn't it? I'll see you all at sunset.
Oi, hold up. Another fucking branded. Oh, you're lucky you're with the dame. Get out of my sight, filth.
Do they know that I could literally unsheath that sword and end your life in 2.5 milliseconds?
That wasn't so bad.
How dare you?
Wasn't so bad. They might have recognized me.
But they didn't. And even if they had, they wouldn't have done anything about it. The gentlemen of the garrison are some of my best customers. We have an arrangement, as do you and I. Now, if you care to follow me, we can speak more at the Vale.
Doesn't seem like I have much of a choice.
Ooh. No.
That's the day done then. Drinks and the Vale.
How about the Vale, then drinks?
I haven't seen you around the Vale of late. Oh, don't tell me you've grown tired of us.
It's not that. The garrisons are being called back to the capital. We're to join the legions.
Oh my god. Yes. Yes. Turn. Get it.
The markets are a veritable midden, teeming with vermin.
Ugh, you need not remind me. Their incessant chittering is ringing in my ears even now.
Yeah, you can never. You don't have the range to be at a brothel, so makes sense that you'd be Aggie. Oh, nice. No.
And if anyone requests her company, tell them she is feeling unwell.
Madame, you look stunning.
As do you, my dear.
Shall I have one of the girls draw a bath?
That won't be necessary.
Hey. Out here killing the game.
Clive, my darling. Welcome to the Vale.
Thank you for seeing me through the gates, my lady. I am in your debt.
Well, that was the whole point, wasn't it? And I told you, it's Isabel. Whatever wound you so tight, I wonder. It's certainly not Sid's influence.
You, mentioned a favor. What is it you'd have me do? I don't want to keep my companions waiting.
If you mean Sid and the girl, you needn't worry. They have yet to reach the checkpoint. Yes, Otto asked me to help them as well. But to answer your question, I need you to find someone for me. One of my girls. Tatienne has been gone for several days now, having left no word of explanation. And I've begun to fear the worst.
I feel as if I've spent my whole life searching for people. No, I can't say I'm any good at it.
I trust you'll do your best. Oh, and take this. Proof of that trust. And hopefully enough to keep prying eyes from looking too closely at that handsome face of yours. Now, I have matters to attend to at the Iron Flagon. If you find anything, ask for me there.
I should probably start here.
If the dame has given you her trust, then you have ours as well. No, you are always welcome here at the Vale.
Are you sure? Yeah, come be branded.
You wear the dame's brooch. She must trust you.
Enough to help me look for one of your colleagues. A woman by the name of Tatienne.
She's still missing then. Oh, if only I'd comforted her.
You saw her before she disappeared.
The day before, she was in tears. She'd lost her comb, a gift from the dame. It wasn't anything fancy, but you could tell it meant the world to her. You see, Tatienne was an orphan, and she looked upon the dame as a mother, as do we all.
So she was upset.
And I didn't lend her my shoulder. But perhaps someone else did. Tatienne shared a room. Her chambermaid may have seen something. She's over there, sitting by the pond.
Thank you. Let's see what her chambermaid can tell us then.
So you're the new escort the girls have been talking about. And you've already been sent off on an errand, eh? Poor boy. You'll be knackered before the real work begins later on tonight.
I'm told you share a bedchamber with Tatienne.
They're all trying to flirt with Clive, and Clive is not on
say
that
anything
time.
to you before?
He probably doesn't even think he's worthy.
Only that she needed to meet with someone. She did mention a name, but I know exactly what she meant.
You do?
Lad from the garrison. Annoying little shit. Spent every guil he earned on Tatienne, and picked fights with anyone else who tried to buy her time. Followed her around like a lost puppy. Tatienne was flattered at first, but it didn't take long for her to get scared. She thought about saying something. But the dame was so proud of her for how much she was bringing in, and she didn't want to let her down.
This man from the garrison. Did you ever see him?
Of course I did. He tried to sneak into our room enough times. Slimy sod's got a scar over one eye. Claims he got it in battle.
You've been very helpful.
Don't let him get away with this. Find him, and you'll find her.
A man from the garrison. Seems a trip to the barracks is in order.
I'm over here doing some authentication. Just type in my own Twitch chat. Okay, wait, hold on. Got my face, dang. No, wait, isn't it? Is it? Is that it? What happened? I don't have cloud back. Or no, it's what is it? Oh. Oh, Nightbot. Nightbot. So I can't go in. No. It's kind of like stupid vibes. Where are you bitches from?
Excuse me, you there? I cannot help but notice you bear the moon and stars. So you are an associate of the dames? Might I trouble you for some assistance? You'll be rewarded, of course.
And who exactly would I be assisting?
Oh, forgive me. I am Etienne, a humble merchant, though fortunate enough to count the dame among my acquaintances. I have business beyond these walls, but the guards have grown somewhat suspicious of my comings and goings of late. I was hoping someone might be kind enough to go in my stead. And who better than someone in the employ of the Vale's proprietress? Would you be willing to help a fellow in his hour of need?
I swear. Sure, I'll help you.
Why not?
You know you're literally trash, but
Marvelous. The task is simple enough. Pass through the gate and deliver packages to a few of my most valued clients. There are 3 in total. A grocer, an apothecary, and a distiller. You need only mention that the items you carry are fresh from the master's table.
Nothing dangerous, I hope.
they got me trapping drugs.
Why, of course not. Merely trifles, which folk beyond the checkpoint are keen to get their hands on. And though I cannot prevent you from peeking, I advise that you don't. Strongly advise.
Bro, what type of paraphernalia do you got me trapping?
Well then, I suppose we'll need...
This fucking city's full of thoughts. This is a fucking thought town.
Don't think I haven't got my eye on you, Branded. On you go.
Shut.
No one's allowed through the gate.
Before I brandish
However do they
this
get
blade,
that
though.
There's nothing here for your kind, Branded. Go on now. Shoot.
Go.
I have a delivery from Etienne. Fresh from the master's table.
Fucking god. Wait a minute, I only want to talk to me.
Why didn't you say so? Times are hard. But this here'll make them less so. For a while at least. Sorry about the welcome. Meant nothing by it. You wait right here.
This is a very interesting, like, setup. I'm like, I am a prince.
Yeah. You can tell Etienne I'm a man of my word.
Perfume.
Oriflamme's finest. Just as promised.
That's what, that town and that fucking desperate. Ugh.
You there! Fancy a drop of the Empire's Come, treat yourself!
What did you say was in these pies again?
I would love a swig, but like, are you gonna call me a bandit?
I have no business with Branded.
Well, I have business with you. A package. Fresh from the master's table.
I do not know you. Where is the merchant, Etienne?
Somewhere the gate guards won't be paying him or his affairs any mind.
Fine. Hand over the goods and be gone.
Hold up. Wow.
This is lighter than usual.
Oh my god.
Branded, if I discover you have played me false,
I can always take it back.
Exactly, like...
I will do no such thing. Your master should cut out your insolent tongue. Had you been the tool of any other man, I would see you clapped in chains. Payment. Take it and get out of my sight.
Cigars.
Those cigars are worth more than your life. Do be careful.
As a god is worth more than my life.
I warn you now, I don't sell to your kind.
Whether you have the coin or not.
Is
Where's
this
your master
game
anyway?
low-key trying to
Etienne
teach
sent me.
little kids about like
Didn't
racism
know he had his own bearer.
and like
Business
treating
must be
people
booming.
differently and shit?
All right.
Because the entire
Quickly
time,
now,
like,
before the guards notice.
Clive might as well be black. They might as well be calling me fucking Nick. Like that's.
That is no burden off my back. And this is for Etienne.
Like it's actually kind of crazy.
All this for a drink.
Not just any drink. The very best. Specially distilled for my most discerning customers. The guards find that, they'll seize it before you can blink. You keep it well hidden, alright. If Etienne likes it, tell him there's more where that came from. For a price, of course.
Of course. Perfume, cigars, and spirits.
So I assume I just can't get like this tat
Question
room
is,
to like.
how can
Do
they
they have
afford to
tat
maintain
removal
them?
services in
I suppose there's only
Palestine?
one way to find out.
Because one was thing.
I haven't seen you around the Vale of late.
She knew I wasn't a branded. I don't smell like a brand.
Ah, you have returned.
I believe these are yours.
Fucking weirdo.
Delightful. The dame will be pleased.
You don't say. And would she be pleased to learn what you had to exchange for those items?
You mean the crystals? No need to be coy, my boy.
Why not just tell me in the first place?
An honest man wears deception like shackles about his ankles. I couldn't risk you stumbling under the gaze of the guards. After all, we both know the punishment for dealing in unsanctioned crystals, even such morsels as I provide. And if you don't know what this day's work may have cost you, then, well, I dare say you'll sleep all the better for it. Despite the risk, our friends beyond the wall gladly give their finest and most treasured wares for the paltry crumbs I trade in.
I didn't realize crystals were so scarce here.
As scarce as chocobo teeth, hence the thriving market for even the scantest fragments. Do you think it vulgar that I profit from the hardship of others?
I think you're doing what you believe is necessary.
Yeah, indeed. And I don't doubt the dame would agree. A reward for a job
Anyways.
well done. I have the goods
He's
I was
not gonna
commissioned to
fight.
gather, and the guards are none the wiser. I thank you, as will our mutual friend when she hears of how you have aided me.
I couldn't give a fuck. Okay, hold on. I'm back.
Sergeant's got it in for us two. As if either of us needs to brush up on our swordcraft.
He wouldn't doubt our swordcraft if he'd seen us down the Vale last night.
Where's your commanding officer branded? Don't you know the training grounds are for real soldiers?
Hey, you lost or something? Sorry, but the Imperial Guard's got no use for your kind. The infantry always needs more bodies, though.
I'm just passing through.
I don't bloody believe it. The bastard's wearing the moon and stars.
That'll be why he's strutting about like he owns the place.
The Dane laughed when we offered her our protection. You reckon this prick's really worth a couple of the Emperor's finest?
I dare say there's ways of finding out. How about it, Branded? Care to show us how you earned that brooch?
I'd rather not.
Oh, no doubt. Only chivalrous souls that we are, Robin and I need to know the dame's being properly looked after.
Fine. If it'll put your mind at ease.
Oh, and just so you know, I won't be holding back. I suggest you don't either. Take a moment to get ready if you need it. Wouldn't want you whining about an unfair fight. Now, let's get the measure of you, shall we?
If that's what you want.
Oh, and when you go crying to your mistress, tell her it was Leon who gave you the pounding.
Like, does he not know who I am?
Use all the dirty tricks you want, Brandon. Stay right. So you know one end of a blade from the
I'm like, oh.
Fuck me.
What the hell are you playing at, Leon?
You just got your fucking
So
shit
it's
back.
a real challenge he wants, is it? Fine. Sword up, bearer. Let's have some fun, shall we? Not a bearer. Win the Dane's favour anyway.
I know he went to hold my tongue for a start.
Got potential. I'll give you that.
It's over.
Like, don't even play with me. That wasn't even a contest. That wasn't even like. That was literally nothing. The combat's it's definitely improving.
Can I go now?
Krieger's gash. The bastard didn't even break a sweat.
The dame's man or no, he's still a Branded. Best hope the sergeant never hears about this.
Yeah, not after the bollocking he gave us for missing drills. Might be the old sod had a point.
I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, good bloody riddance. At least we know the dame's in safe hands, I suppose.
Do us a favour. If you have to tell the dame about this, tell her we got a good few hits in, eh?
Hold on.
found it. The sergeant may be a surly bastard, but he had our number, all right. Extra drills at his side.
Heard the bones fell favourably. To the Vale, then.
I don't know how a bearer came by the moon and stars, but thank goodness I found you. Can I trust you to be discreet?
About what?
About this. About what I wish to ask of you. About the fact that I, a humble creature, assist the Dame of the Vale in her endeavors. As unlikely as it may seem, there are those within the upper echelons of Samberquois society who find the Empire's treatment of bearers to be barbaric.
All right. But what do you want from me?
This town is carried upon the backs of its bearers, and yet many would see their servants starve. Not for the want of coin, simple fare cost little more than a pittance, but to revel in the suffering of others.
It's interesting to actually hear
Simple act of cruelty.
some of the higher ups are like,
Contemptible
hey,
though it is, my countrymen would sooner
we're
cut
treating
off
these
their
bears kind
noses
of like
to
a
spite
shit.
their faces than see their bearers fed. And despite my best attempts at secrecy, my efforts to dole out comestibles have been noticed. Which brings me to my request. The brand upon your cheek affords you a certain freedom. A freedom I could sorely use.
Fine. What do you need me to do?
Oh, thank you. An extra meal may not seem like much, but it will make all the difference. Here, deliver these, but keep them hidden. Quickly now. What food I can provide goes where the need is greatest. And today that happens to be the barracks. 3 bearers, overworked and underfed, not permitted a moment's rest.
It's no wonder so many die before their time.
Tragic, true, but do not let anger make you careless. People will view this act of mercy as an undermining of the Empire's authority. Be discreet for both our sakes, and for the sake of those we feed. Oh, and when you're finished, a word in the ear of one of the Dame's girls would be appreciated.
You won't be staying then?
I'm afraid not. I am expected back in the capital, and have already risked much speaking with you this long.
Crystal's curse is bad enough. We can't let people starve as well.
Okay.
I have something for you.
From the Chamberlain. Thank you. You need to leave. Now. Please.
Okay.
Branded! Who told you to rest? Stoke those damn flames! And you! If you've got a message for me, out with it. If not, return to your post.
God damn.
Get out of my forge. If I'd wanted another bear, I would have sent for one. You branded are nothing but a nuisance. Feckless to lot of ya.
How come that's not like a revolt?
Stopping off for minutes.
Or is that gonna happen later? Because something's not making sense. I'm like, if I had firepower, I would burn you to a crisp.
For it to heal on its own? Hurry up!
Like, look at this.
Looks like now's not the time.
It's like really crazy.
You look like you need a rest.
Not half as much as I need this. Thank you. I don't eat it here, though. Not where anyone might see.
Has it always been this bad?
Oh, it was worse before the Chamberlain. I'd be dead without him. Me and many others.
That's something at least.
Enough! Curse you! Get away from me!
This'll work faster next time if you know what's good for you.
Here. It looks like you need it. The Chamberlain must have sent you. But alas, my work is far from over. If I don't go now, they'll beat me. You need to rest. But I won't. I've wounds to heal and bones to mend. And what of your own hurts? They'll wait. As will my hunger. Thank you, though. A drover has more regard for his cattle than the Empire does its bearers. Anyway, I'd better head to the Vale.
That bastard! Accident, my ass!
All right. Are you here for business or pleasure?
Business, though not my own. The Chamberlain put me
I
to
mean,
work delivering
Clyde.
Ah, so he found
Was it
someone
Howard's
to help
Clyde?
him then. Just as well. I hear his friends back at court have been taking a little too much interest in him of late.
So he really is a Chamberlain.
There was a time when he was the Vow's most illustrious customer. Us girls thought of him as a generous uncle. He was one of the only people round here who seemed bothered by the way the Empire treats its bearers.
Rare for one in his position.
A fact not wasted on the dame. A little nudge from her is all it took, and he became the patron saint of Northreach's starving masses. My sisters and I may have lost an uncle, but bearers are being fed for a change, so we don't grumble. Much.
Glad to hear it.
Gives you faith, though, doesn't it? To know there are people out there like him. And you, for that matter. It's no wonder the dame's got a soft spot for you.
I better be going.
I'm texting and playing.
suppose you'll need a little something to remember me by.
Alright. I'm off and home.
It's not been half a moon since Belen's tour.
Heard the bones fell favourably to the vow.
I'm looking for a man with a scar over his eye.
Looking for a man? Does this look like a brothel, Branded? Fuck off.
Hold your tongue. He wears the dame's brooch. One word from him and the veil stalls will be barred to us for good.
Exactly.
There's only one man in the garrison with a dodgy eye. His name's Yannick. I haven't seen him around lately, though.
On account of him being in Moor. Yeah, Yannick left a few days back. Said he had dealings with a merchant there.
The dame thanks you. Moor is the last village on the road to Oriflamme. I should let Isabel know where I'm headed.
Most likely. Fools there nigh on every night.
Greetings. You are one of the dame's chosen, I see. Me. I am but a nameless weaver of song, who would warm the hearts of the good folk of this town with such humble cloth as the muse might permit me to make.
Clive, tell me you bear good tidings.
That remains to be seen.
Oh, Tatienne, you could have told me.
This Yannick. The soldiers I spoke to believe he's in the village of Moor. According to them, he claimed to have some business with a merchant there. Though that wouldn't explain his continued absence.
And you plan on traveling to Moor to ascertain the truth?
Isn't that what you want?
Oh, it is, but I fear sending you there may cause more harm than good. The people of Moor are rather set in their ways. You'll find they have little love for bearers, and they will not hesitate to report one such as you to the constabulary. There is a man in Moor who owes me a favor, more than one in fact. His name is Bertrand, and he works at the stables. Tell him I sent you.
I shall return as soon as I find something.
This game is a lot of like, come here, speak to key person who has a connection to another person. Like, this game is low-key just telling you that networking is how you get by in life. Like, quite literally, if I did not have good networking, I would not like get to where I am right now. Doesn't matter, money, nothing.
The Dame may have given you leave to walk freely about Northridge, but one step outside these walls, and you're just another Branded with a target on his back.
God damn.
Oriflamme, how many bearers suffer to keep your granaries full? Imperial watchtower. Should be well stocked.
Wait, you're not one of us.
No, let them get away.
Get out of my way.
That's enough dallying, you. Up, the lot of you. They're still. You heard me. Shift your asses. You, Brandon, here now. You're late. What kept you?
Late for what?
Did they tell you nothing? A wild beast is savaging my boy. Well, don't just stand there gawping. Rescue him.
All right. Where is he?
My, I see they'd sent me a branded with a spine for a change. He's over that way, towards the coast. Go, and see that you kill the beast.
Someone whose son's in mortal danger. He didn't seem all that worried. Something's not right here. I need to be careful.
The wolf! It's going to eat me!
Not if I can help it. Stay back. I'll deal with this. Get him!
Get him, boy! That's enough.
Over here.
You're finished!
No! You weren't supposed to kill Wolfie. You were supposed to die. Father will have you whipped for this. Bearers aren't supposed to win. They never win.
Oh my god.
What is this? Your father said you were being attacked.
You're not supposed to talk.
Oh my god.
Stop looking at me like that. We were only having fun.
Having fun?
Why are you still speaking? Father will hear of this.
What in the fuck? So he set that up. I saw because I saw people on the ground.
The wolf's work, no doubt. But it's not the wolf that's to blame.
So they would send Brandon to save the boy just to kill him.
Someone needs to put an end to this before it happens again.
That is so fucked up.
You, Brandon, come here this instant. How dare you frighten my son? You slaughter his poor pet, and then have the gall to return, head held high. That wolf was trained.
better trained by far than your worthless kind. You are the entertainment, nothing more. And we are most certainly not entertained.
Nor am I. You'll pay for what you've done.
See? I told you, he talks too much. It's not right. I don't like him, Father.
You're not the branded I bought, are you? How dare you deceive me? Well, the sins of the slave are the sins of the master. Go!
That unlucky wretch would be the dame. I can summon her if you like. Though I doubt she would welcome the interruption.
You serve the dame. Why would a woman of her caliber...
You look afraid. Well, how do you think those bearers in the field felt? Can you imagine their fear? Their pain? From the look of you, I'd say you're starting to get an idea of the first. Now, if you need help with the second...
Father, he's scaring me.
You think to threaten us, Branded? The dame's pet or no, I will not abide such insolence.
Can't we just buy another hound? A bigger one, a better one.
Of course, my son. I'll have the villagers fetch us another. With jaws powerful enough to nip this Branded's head clean off his shoulders.
Oh my god. He didn't solve anything.
I'm wasting my time. But I can't just leave those bearers lying out there. They deserve a proper burial. That much I can do at least. How many bearers have lost their lives to this nobleman's sport?
This game is so freaking bloody. It's like really crazy.
More victims of the nobles' games. You must be Clive.
What?
How do you know my name?
The Dame. I'm in her service, like yourself. Never gets any easier, burying the dead.
Is that what you're here to do?
The mistress has me see to it that none are left to the crows. Since you're here, can you give me a hand?
Gladly. Let's put them to rest.
May their burden finally be lifted. I take it you slew the nobleman's pet?
I did. Now I expect they'll find another soon enough. And when it gets here, more bearers will die. How can they think so little of sending us to the slaughter?
Simple. Because you are not them. Bearers are tools when they're needed, and toys when they're not. And if one breaks, well, you can always buy another. Still, such attitudes don't always go unpunished.
Father! Father!
Is this your doing?
Of course not. Wolves kill. It's in their nature. Invite one into your home, it's gonna tear your throat out eventually. Same with bearers. Fed or not, they don't lack for fangs. What will folk do when they bite back, I wonder? The realm's nest two murderous bastards, and I won't mourn the loss. Here.
This dude just committed murder and he's just like, I don't know, but
You don't have to.
Take it. You never know. Our paths may cross again. Till then,
Oh wow. Damn.
Have you seen my Chloe? I let her out of her pen while I did my chores, but she hasn't come back yet. I think she's lost. Please, can you help me look for her?
I can't promise I'll find her, but I'll try. Describe her to me.
She has beautiful white hair. She lets me stroke her when I'm sad. She's ever such a good girl, and she likes walking in the wheat. Oh, she must be starving to...
In that case... That's a lot of field to search. With a little luck, someone might have seen her. You work these fields?
A branded. And an outsider at that, judging by the... Why should I help you?
Because a girl from the village asked me to find her pet.
Chloe, is it? Oh, little Lisette's plaything. Last I saw, the filthy creature was sniffing about the windmill. That girl's old enough to know she should tie her pet up when she's finished playing with it.
The windmill.
Off with you now. I won't...
They start fucking pet damn branded.
Chloe? More brown than white. Is someone napping on the job? I hope they don't mind. The crystal's curse.
Chloe, I was calling you. Didn't you hear me?
Oh my god.
Get up now. You've slept long enough. It's time to go home. Chloe? Why did you already turn into a rock? I only made you do a bit of magic. You knew you were my favorite. None of the other Chloes had pretty hair. It could be months before Dad gives me another one. I have to wait until they're too tired to work anymore.
Is that all she was to you? A plaything? Do you really not care that she's dead?
She's not dead. She's a rock.
That? The crystal's curse? That's just how she died. And now she's gone forever. Giving another bearer her name won't change that.
No, don't say that.
It's true. And without that brand, she would have been just another girl. Somebody's daughter. Just like you.
Dad said bearers don't have parents.
They do. Parents that give them away. Families they'll never see again. But you became Chloe's family when you took her in.
Not like I'm making children cry. Like, I wanna chill with that shit. I mean, it's all to you, but it's like, damn.
I'm so sorry, Chloe.
That's actually kind of crazy. Hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute.
If the people of Moor are as intolerant as Isabel says, it's no wonder the Empire never sent my unit here.
I mean, facts. Definitely set in their ways. That's what those things are.
Are you Bertrand? The Dame sent me.
Sounds about right. Only time I hear from her is when she wants something. Well, go on then. What is it?
One of her courtesans has gone missing, and I need to find her. A soldier who may have information on her whereabouts is rumored to have come here to meet with a trader.
Many traders stop to peddle their wares on their way to the capital, but only one's been seen quarrelling with a soldier.
Is he still here?
A trader? Oh, yeah. Stubborn sod stood his ground till the soldier got tired of shouting, from what I hear. If you seek him out, keep down. Fact is, folks round here would sooner hang a branded than help him. And that's even with the Dame's brooch for protection.
Understood.
Weren't expecting any new branded until the new moon. You don't think he's a deserter, do you?
What's this? A branded? Where's your master? Must I call for a constable?
I come to you from Northreach, at the behest of the Dame. Perhaps you've heard of her.
Why, of course I have. I am the good lady's servant. What is it that she requires of me?
Rumor has it you were seen arguing with a soldier some few days ago. A soldier with a scar over his eye.
Yes, that's right. He had a comb which he claimed was an antique. Said he wanted to trade it for a newer one. But old though it was, an antique it most certainly was not, as I told him. Nevertheless, he insisted that it was of great value, and was quite vehement about my appraisal. I stood firm, however, and for all his bluster, he still purchased a new comb, albeit an inexpensive one.
And do you know where he went after that?
My customers aren't usually in the habit of telling me whither they are bound, but as it happens, this one did. Yonder ruins, strange as it may sound.
My thanks.
Not at all. I would do anything for the Dame. Anything. Be sure and tell her, won't you, that I was helpful. I mean, most helpful.
fortunate to have fallen into the dame's good graces, but her influence wanes the further you stray from Northreach. Remember that, my wayward lamb.
Okay. I mean, Steve, but come on.
It smells of death here, Torgor. Wolves. We can't let them get any closer to the village.
Stay down! It's over. Give them all you've got, boy. Over here. Give them all you've got, boys. That's enough.
Damn it all. Bodies. A man and a woman. Well, the wolves have been busy, but the blood is long dry. So it is you, Tatien.
If that's true, then the body next to hers will be Yannick's. The girl Yannick went off to sea every night. You said her name was Tatien.
You. Did you follow me?
Now, why would I do that? Unless you think I'd have good reason to. But no. I was sent to find Yannick. By the looks of things, I have.
We both found who we were searching.
Nah, he was a jealous sod. Couldn't stand the thought of his woman with someone else. Then one day he sees her with a new comb. Thinks she's got herself a new gallant. Tells the garrison he's gonna find the man and kill him. We know it's all talk, but then he disappears off to more for some dealings and doesn't come back.
If you mean this comb, it was a gift from the dame.
If only Yannick had bothered to ask, eh? He might not be rotting on a hill.
I think he meant to ask her something else. He stole the old comb and bought her a new one in the hope they'd wed.
Wed? Where would they have gone? Certainly not back to Northreach with a dame waiting. And we all know what happens to deserters. Tell the dame I'm sorry for her loss. When the lads come to collect Yannick's body, I'll see that Tatien is delivered to the Vale.
Is that wise?
Oh, there won't be any covering up this mess. The most we can hope for is that the dame doesn't hold it against us. Speaking of which, I saw her in Moor just now. Could you tell her what happened? Might sound better coming from you.
I need to tell Isabel. Perhaps the comb will give her something to remember Tatien by.
Weren't expecting any new branding.
If it was a mess...
You are still in one piece, I see. You will be pleased to hear that your companions have arrived. They said they would meet you at a little chapel to the east of here.
Thank you, but you needn't have come all this way just to tell me. I was on my way to see you.
You found her then? I see. My dear Tatienne. It is by no means uncommon for a client to fall for a courtesan. Especially a client who's young and far from home. But rarely do such tales have happy endings.
I found this with Tatienne. I believe it was yours.
Thank you for returning it. I shall see that it has a place on her pyre.
I should go.
Before you do, I have one last gift. A token of my thanks. The Veil counts among its patrons several high-ranking officers of the Imperial Army. According to one of the looser-tongued gentlemen, it would appear that the legions are planning to march south.
Otto mentioned the same thing.
But did he mention that it was all of the legions? This is no mere skirmish. Were I to guess, I'd say the Emperor planned to abandon the capital. But that couldn't possibly be true now, could it? Take care, Clive.
I will. And thank you again.
The dame said you would be coming. Your friends are waiting at the chapel atop the hill. Go now.
Any trouble on the way?
None worth mentioning.
As I was telling Jill, it's worse than I thought. The capital's crawling with soldiers.
And here I am, the deserter come home.
Which is why we'll be taking the back door. Cheer up, you two. Can't think of a safer place in the Empire than a... brothel.
Really? Doesn't seem very private.
So then, how do we proceed?
We'll be using the glass gate. Tonight, just after sunset.
Where the shards are loaded for transport. That is one of the most heavily guarded points in all of Sambrek.
But not the most, which is a start. Besides, I know a shortcut straight to the heart.
A shortcut? And how exactly did you come to know about this fatal chink in the Empire's armor?
Let's just say I may have attempted something similar before. And may have ended up running for dear life after being discovered by Bahamut, but that's not important.
Sid, if the Mother Crystals truly are the cause of the Blight...
If? You wound me, Jill.
What I'm trying to say is, if the powers that be know all of this, why do they sit idle and allow it to continue?
In case you haven't noticed, the God-fearing people of this realm and their pious leaders care for but one thing, themselves. And they'll do whatever it takes to hold on to power. The rest of us are just a means to an end. The moment you raise your voice against them, you're decried as an outlaw, clapped in irons and slung in a cell to rot.
An outlaw.
Whoever controls the crystals controls the realm. But our kind can wield magic without them. To our rulers, we must seem the most convenient of tools, and the most dangerous.
But what makes them think they have the right to use us? To leave us to die when our bodies are spent?
Does a nobleman weep for a broken mug? A torn tunic? Our fate means nothing to them. No, this isn't a battle you can win with words. Believe me, I've tried, but nothing ever gets through. The world is simply not ready to listen. So to hell with talking. If they won't give us a say, we'll decide our fates another way. You can't blame a man for wanting to bring an end to all this, can you?
I can't. But what of all the people you mean to rob of their comforts? Are you happy for them to call you outlaw?
Sid the Outlaw. Aye, that'll do me.
You might at least pretend to take this seriously.
Have a little faith, Jill. Even if you don't think much of my choice of digs. If it means my deeds will be remembered, I'll gladly play the role of villain. But first, we have a gate to crash. And once we're in, there'll be no turning back. So you best make ready. The world won't save itself.
I think I'm gonna stop for now. I'm playing some of it. But thank you for watching. Bye.